This is Akasvani, the news read by Prem Sharma. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has distributed about 51,000 appointment letters to newly inducted recruits today under Rojgar Mela through video conferencing. Speaking on the occasion today, Mr. Modi said Rojgar Mela stands as government's dedicated effort to empower young individuals and strengthen their active engagement in the country's development. Several women recruits have got appointment letters today. He said today's daughters of the country are making records in the field of space to sports. A few days ago, half of the country's population received great strength in the form of the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam. He said the Women's Reservation Bill, which was pending for the past 30 years, has now been passed by both houses with record votes. The Rojgar Mela was held at 46 locations across the country. The new recruits selected from across the country will join the government in various ministries and departments, including the Department of Post, Atomic Energy, Revenue, Higher Education, and Ministry of Defense, among others. It is a step towards the fulfillment of the commitment of the Prime Minister to accord the highest priority to employment generation. It is expected to act as a catalyst in further employment generation and provide meaningful opportunities to the youth for their empowerment, participation in national development. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the G20 University Connect Finale program at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi today. The program will be attended by about 3,000 students, faculty members, and vice chancellors of participating universities. Students from across the country will also be joining the event live. The G20 Jan Bhagidari movement saw a record participation of more than 5 crore youth from different schools, higher education institutions, and skill development institutes from across the country. The G20 University Connect initiative was undertaken with the aim of building an understanding of India's G20 presidency among India's youth and enhancing their participation in the different G20 events. The program engaged over 1 lakh students from universities across India. It was initially planned for 75 universities but eventually expanded its reach to 101 universities across India. Veteran actor Wahida Rehman will be honored with the Dada Saheb Phalke Lifetime Achievement Award. The legendary actor has worked in the films such as Guide and Resma Aur Sera. Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting Anurag Thakur today shared the decision by the INB Ministry on his social media handle. Mr. Thakur wrote, "I feel an immense sense of happiness and honor in announcing that Wahida Rehman ji is being bestowed with the prestigious Dada Saheb Phalke Lifetime Achievement Award this year for her stellar contribution to Indian cinema." External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, who is in New York, yesterday met President of the United Nations General Assembly Denis Francis at UN headquarters. Dr. Jaishankar welcomed the appreciation of UNGA President on the outcomes of India's G20 presidency. The External Affairs Minister expressed confidence that it will contribute to the UNGA discourse and deliberations. They also agreed on the importance of reforming multilateralism and giving the global south its due and crucial issues of our times. Dr. Jaishankar met an UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres at UN headquarters. They discussed how India's G20 presidency has contributed to strengthening United Nations Sustainable Development Agenda. Dr. Jaishankar said India and UN have coordinated closely in this regard over the last year. He appreciated UN Secretary General's a strong commitment to reforming international financial institutions. Dr. Jaishankar is scheduled to address the United Nations General Assembly this evening. In Asian Games 2023 in Hangzhou, India's Neha Thakur bagged silver medal in the girls' dinghy sailing event. This is India's first medal in sailing in this edition. The 17-year-old finished with a net score of 27. Earlier, women's squash team beat Pakistan by 3-0, while the men's squash team won by 3-0 against Singapore in their opening group match. That's all in the business bulletin. Namaskar.